change anything, and then we could have seen how the virus situation might evolve.
Many voters chose to stay away. And now some politicians are questioning the wisdom of going ahead with the second round of voting. The government says it will make a decision in the next few days.
At the beginning of the week, I will reconvene the Scientific Council, and then I will consult the representatives of the political parties. It is in total transparency, taking into account the health recommendations, and I hope, in a spirit of Republican consensus, that we will take the necessary measures.
French officials have not ruled out implementing even more restrictive measures in the coming days.
Now, for more on the situation here in France, I'd like to cross to France 24's Nadia Massy. She's standing by at the Élysée Palace here in Paris. Nadia, thanks for being with us. The French president is expected to deliver an address later this Monday at 8 p.m. local time. What can we expect?
Well, Salam, remember, it was only 10 days ago that the French president was going to the theatre with his wife. The message then was keep calm and carry on. Paris is open for business. And I suspect we'll hear a very different message from the French president when he addresses the nation at 8 p.m. Tonight. Schools in France are already closed, as are restaurants and non-essential shops. And it may well be that during that address tonight, Emmanuel Macron announces measures similar to what we have already seen in Italy and in Spain, and that means what we're calling almost full confinement, that people should stay in their homes unless it is absolutely imperative that they leave to get food, for example, to get medicines, or to go to work in cases where people are unable to work from home. There may be, again, this is something that is not confirmed for the moment, but there may even be fines for people who go out and flout those regulations. There may be a curfew that's imposed in the evening time. We'll have to wait and hear precisely what measures it is that Emmanuel Macron announces tonight. We do expect them, though, to be relatively drastic ones. This coming, of course, as the situation in France looks increasingly serious. Within the last 24 hours, we've seen 900 additional cases reported. France's top health official warning that he's concerned that hospitals across the country may be saturated if drastic action isn't taken pretty soon indeed. Now, behind me here at the Élysée Palace, Emmanuel Macron is chairing an emergency meeting of his health cabinet, where we will perhaps come to find out a little bit about those plans for later on tonight, and we'll be bringing you any updates as soon as we get them here from the Élysée Palace.
Nadia Massy with that update from the Élysée Palace. Of course, do make sure you tune into France 24 later this evening at 8 p.m. local time for that address from Emmanuel Macron. Turning our attention now to the Middle East, where the number of COVID-19 cases has risen to 14,000 in total. In Iran, 129 more people are reported to have been killed, a new record high for a single day in one of the world's worst-hit countries. Over in Latin America, Argentina and Peru said that they would close their borders, and Honduras went into virtual lockdown.
From this to this. Caracas, along with 6 other states in Venezuela, comes under quarantine on Monday. A day earlier, markets in the capital were still bustling, but with precautions in place.
I have alcohol, disinfectant, antibacterial, chlorine. Wash your hands and don't touch each other.
I think we've started taking action just in time. At least I hope so, because I have small children.
Venezuela's number of confirmed COVID-19 cases remains fairly low, but President Maduro has decided to adopt China's approach of mass confinement to slow the spread of the virus. He's already banned flights to and from Europe and several other Latin American states. Peru, meanwhile, has declared a state of emergency, confined its population and closed its borders.
This supreme decree declares a state of national emergency for the serious circumstances that affect the life of the nation as a result of the coronavirus.
The continent only discovered its first case at the end of last month, but the spread there is accelerating. Argentina and Colombia have also closed their borders, and El Salvador has declared a state of emergency. Brazil is the worst affected country in the region and has suspended all professional football matches.